Hey everyone, it's Jen Sheffer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to show you this resource called Slides Mania. I discovered this over the summer as we were looking at different resources for remote learning, and I really love it. I think it's such a powerful tool, and the best part of it is that everything that I'm going to show you today is free for you to use and modify for your own purposes. And I'm going to show you how these pre-existing templates that are in Slides Mania can be customized in Google Slides and then can be uploaded into Seesaw. The reason I love Slides Mania so much, besides the fact that it's free, is that it's really an incredible way to engage students in their online learning. So just like we do in the classroom when we're in person and we start a lesson, we need a hook. We need to engage them in the learning. And we do that often through provocative questions, and we get them excited about what they're about to learn. We spark their curiosity. So we have to do the same when we're teaching online, but we need to do it in a different manner. And we can do that through digital media. And through these templates, there are extremely versatile fonts and styles and colors that you can use that will do just that, that will hook the reader, that will hook the learner. Maybe the lesson is a reading lesson and you want them to become engaged. And the way that you package that lesson in terms of design can help you achieve that goal to get them excited about what they're about to learn. Many of you have developed Bitmoji classrooms, and you can use this tool in conjunction with your Bitmoji classroom. So I am really excited to show you this. It's relatively easy, and hopefully this walkthrough is going to give you the confidence to take these slide templates in this site and put them in Seesaw. So let's get started. First and foremost, you can see here that the person who owns this site is a woman named Paula. Ironically, she is not an educator. She actually works in the financial industry, but this is sort of her side gig. And the templates that you will find as you browse through this site are just mind-blowing. So even though she's not an educator, many educators in our field, in our profession, have stumbled across this, and this has become really a go-to for many teachers because, as I mentioned several times now, she is developing these templates and giving them to us for free. So this is an excellent example of, real true collaboration amongst educators. So when you're here, you'll notice at the top, there are different categories for the slides. There's business, education. She has notebooks and manipulatives, choice boards, games, weekly planners, yearly planners. She has formal, fun, simple, so on and so forth. But the one thing I'm going to show you today for the example, and this is the process you'll follow for any template that you find, is I want to show you how to use the by educators for educators. So this one caught my eye, and there's 5 pages worth of free templates that were created by educators for educators, but not Paula. She's featuring these templates on her site. So if you create something and you want it to be featured on her site, definitely get in contact with her. I will let you know that as you go through her site, keep in mind that because it is so popular, there are quite a few ads. So you just need to distinguish between what are the free templates and what are some of the ads for different companies and products. These right here that you can see are actual templates. So you can see here, there's a Meet the Staff one, there's Do You Remember? And it says who the creator of that template is right there. So it's giving you that built-in attribution for the creator, which is appropriate. This one is Zoom etiquette, but keep in mind, even though we're not using Zoom, you may want to use this template that has been created by Brittany Cohen, and you can modify this. So this can all be customized to talk about Google Meet etiquette, because you can see here she's got some really engaging clip art and graphics, and she's got her Bitmoji. Again, you can replace Bitmojis and put yours, your own Bitmoji into the slide. So as you can see, there are ads on the side. Sometimes there's ads right in the middle of her pages too that you'll see. But just be aware of those. So what I want to do is there are 5 pages worth of templates for educators by educators, but I want to jump onto page 5 because there's one that I found on page 5 as it loads that will appear. Pretty sure it was on page 5. Just bear with me as this is loading here. Maybe it was on page 4. See. Yep, I think it was on page 4. So this one's loading. I want to mention this Harry Potter one. A lot of these in slides are actually animated. So Paula has lots of presentations that do have movement in them. Once you put them in Seesaw, you lose that ability to do the animation, but you could still keep it in Google Slides, and you could have your students do this via Google Classroom and open up their Slides app on their iPad, and it will work, and those animation features should work in Slides. But I'm going to show you with, in this example, how to do this with Seesaw. So the one I want to show you is right here. It's the You've Got a Friend in Me slides template by an author named Matthew Meyer. He's the creator of this. So I'm going to click on this. And we really want to give attribution to the creator and give them credit for their intellectual property, which they're sharing with us freely. So as you can see here, we have those very recognizable Toy Story fonts, and we can click on this drop down here and we can see how many slides. We can preview through the presentation, and I did that, or I can use my arrow keys on my keyboard. And when I saw this, I thought, you know what a great way to introduce back to school and really get kids feeling at ease and excited about meeting new friends, meeting their new teacher. I just thought this would be a wonderful social emotional way, social emotional template, if you will, to get the kids excited to be back to school, especially given the nature of the way this year is going to go. So we're not quite sure. We want those kiddos to feel excited. So what better way to do that than with using something related to Toy Story? So if I like this, I'm going to click on Get Google Slides Theme, and it's going to download onto my computer. And I have already loaded it up here in a different tab. So I'm going to what you would do is you would click on Use Template, and then it's going to be right here. I'm going to just open it up in a new tab, and you're going to be able to open it up in Google Slides. So the first thing you will want to do is make a copy of this, which I've already done, and you can rename your template, whichever one you choose. So I'm going to call this Welcome Back Friends, because I'm going to use this as my introduction to the school year. So what I'm going to do before I put it in Seesaw is I'm going to manipulate the text here. And again, you can do this on any template that you find. So you can see the authors, the developers of these templates have allowed us to do that. So I'm going to click on this twice, and this is word art. So I'm going to double click. I'm going to backspace to delete the word add, and I'm going to type welcome. And then I'm going to do back and friends. Now you can customize this to have it say anything you want. And then from here, you can move that text, you can resize it. The word welcome is, maybe it's a bit too large, but just for demo purposes, I'm going to leave it as is. And again, you can grab those corners, you can resize it to meet your needs. So we have welcome back friends. And then what I want to show you is how I'm going to put this in the Seesaw library for you, and it's just going to be empty. So then you can copy and edit this activity, and you can fill it with whatever content you want. Now, I'm going to just let you know that before you do this, you would want to change this subtitle here because it'll go into Seesaw with the word subtitle. So let me actually just undo that real quick. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to just type the word friendship. And maybe you want to open up with, what is your definition of friendship, or what makes a good friend? So we can put the word friendship here. I'm going to change this to, I think, whether we're in person or remote or both, which we are, we're going to say our community. And maybe this slide is going to talk about how we're going to be establishing community in our classroom. And on Seesaw, you can add text, you can add a video talking about how you're going to be creating a community within your classroom. Maybe you change this to morning meeting. If you want to go back in and you want to change this completely, you could have this text say whatever you would like. Again, you could use this template for a whole unit or standalone subjects. You could link this to your Bitmoji classroom. But again, I just thought, all the Toy Story characters, we have Woody, we have Buzz Lightyear, so on and so forth. I just thought this would be a great way to get the kids interested in, what's this going to be all about. So once you've made the changes to the font styles in Slides, what you'll do is you're going to go into your Seesaw class and you're going to hit the plus, and we're going to do assign activity. And this is called Welcome Back Friends. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, and I'm going to download this as a PDF. So if you took my Bitmoji classroom training, this may start to look familiar to you, like, oh yeah, I remember we downloaded the PDF and then we did the publish to the web. You don't have to do that though. What I'm going to show you now, as that downloads, let me just close that window so you can see me still, is in Seesaw. I'm going to click on Create Activity. So I just downloaded it as a PDF. I'm downloading the entire presentation, all the slides. All right, and I'll talk to you at the end about what if I just wanted one slide? I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to title this Welcome Friends, and I'm just going to say customize this template to meet your specific needs. And this is where you can add those directions for your kids. You could add voice instructions, so on and so forth. So I'm just leaving that blank for you. So as a teacher here in Burlington, you can do whatever you want with this template. So I'm going to click on Add Template for Student Responses. I'm going to click on Upload. I'm going to do Select from Computer because I just downloaded that whole presentation as a PDF. I'm going to click on Recent, and you'll see that Welcome Back Friends will be my first choice. There it is, the Welcome Back Friends PDF. Now, this is not a worksheet, and I'm going to show you when this uploads to Seesaw, the slides will be intact. I'm almost positive they will be locked for us automatically, so that saves us a step. And I know that your time is precious and valuable as a teacher, so any time-saving strategies are important to you. So you can see here, I'm just going to move my webcam, that all of the slides in that template have been downloaded into Seesaw. And when I click, going to click on my pointer tool. And when I click on the slide, I can't move it. So it's automatically locked. So again, that is a time-saving strategy for you. And if you need to unlock it for whatever reason, you click on your selector tool, click on the three dots, and you would click unlock, and then you can move whatever you need to move. Now, if you wanted to add say you wanted to add a link to the You've Got a Friend in Me video, you wanted the kids to see that. What you can do now is you can start adding content to the slides. So I have, we could add here it is. We've got a picture of Woody from Toy Story. So You've Got a Friend in Me. So I'm going to tap on this one here. I want to remove the background of this picture. So what I'm going to do that, if you've never seen this before, I'm going to click Alt, and I'm going to select Copy Image Address. So we went over this in the virtual classroom training, but I'm just going to show you one more time. We're going to go to remove.bg. So you're either reviewing this or you're seeing this for the first time, but remove.bg is going to remove that white background from any image that we find online. So I selected the image URL. So what I'll do is I'm going to click on Paste URL right here. I'm going to hit Control V. The URL of that image is going to upload, and I'm going to then have the original with the background that's been removed. So now I'm going to hit Alt on my keyboard and then my trackpad, and I'm going to click copy image. I'm going to go back into Seesaw, and I'm going to hit Control V, and Woody will appear. Now what I can do is put Woody wherever I want, and when I click on these three dots, I can link Woody to, I could link him to a read aloud. Maybe I find a Toy Story read aloud, or I find a scene from Toy Story, or like I mentioned, the You've Got a Friend in Me song. Anything that I want, I can link now to Woody. So that's a quick review on that. When I go to my other slides in this template, you can see here, I can't move it. So that's, again, a great time saver. And you can also see that the subtitles, those subtitles that were on the slides have been removed for me. So you can see I have the word friendship there. I have our community, the rocket ship, so on and so forth. So now I can start to add content. I can add text. I can add a video. So this slide right here would be a great place for me to add a video. And I can just do a quick recording. It's going to count me down. Welcome back, Fox Hill friends. I am so excited to meet you and to work with you this year on technology. My name is Miss Sheffer, and I'm going to teach you how to use Seesaw and Google Classroom for all of your work that you do on your iPad. We are going to have a ton of fun, and we're going to get to draw and record and make videos, and I think you're going to love it. So let's get started by learning about each other and what makes us special and unique, and we're going to have lots of fun, and we're going to make lots of new friends this year. There's my welcome video. I have up to 5 minutes to record. I can hit done, and then that video is going to be placed on the slide. I can shrink it down. I can add it to my Etch-a-Sketch, and I can turn it and make it fit just so. And there we go. And then I can continue to add additional content. I can add a voice recording. I can add one video per page, but here I can add photos. And then if I click on the three dots, I can add shapes. So I can get really creative on how I'm going to present my content for my lesson. And again, this would be a great template for social and emotional lessons and activities. So that is the process. I hope if you need to, you can go ahead and rewind this video. Real quick, I'm going to show you how to, what if I just wanted that one page in that presentation? As I mentioned, I would show you that. I do also want to mention that it really is best practice to keep the creator's name in the slides presentation because he is offering this to us to use and modify for free, which I love. So we definitely want to keep that. We can shrink that down, but and that's a great lesson too, to teach your children that, you know, this was created by somebody else, so we're going to give them credit for their work. So let me just show you real quick. If I wanted to add another page, I'm going to just drag this up. And let's just say I want to go back into the presentation, and I just want one particular slide. So I'm just going to just grab this first one here. If I want just this one slide, if you don't know this, you're going to go to File, Download, and then JPEG. And that is downloading it as a picture format. So I'm going to hit, as soon as this pops up, I can hit Copy to Clipboard. I can just click on that. I go into Seesaw, Control V, and it's going to paste it right in there. And this time, because I put it in as an image, you'll notice that it is not automatically locked for me. So if I need to lock this, because I don't want my kiddos to move this accidentally, I will click on the three dots and I will click lock. So just remember to lock any elements that you don't want the kiddos to move. So when it's all done, you will hit the green check mark. I'm just going to delete this slide because I think I'm actually going to upload this now to the library for you. And again, I'm going to also go back and I'm going to click on the three dots of my video. I'm going to delete my video. So you could put in your own video or text or whatever you want to put in there. So we have our community and we have friendship. So I think those are two great topics to kick off this very interesting, different school year. So I'm going to keep those there, but you can, again, go back and download this presentation. You can change friendship and community to whatever you want, but I'm going to hit the green check mark, and that template will be added to this activity. I may add a few more directions before I upload it for all of you in Burlington, but I hope that you have found this to be helpful and useful. Again, Slides Mania is an incredibly exciting site, I think. The kids are really going to love it. I think you're going to find some incredibly exciting templates to use with your kids, and that will really engage them in their learning and get them hooked. So thank you very much for watching and spending some more time with me. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you soon.